like jewels, shining, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot, look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece, body, young, hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. Jameis to throw it. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. Green, come see. Check me out. Hey, watch that.
They'll throw again. Winston. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A 3-yard.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Green, come with me. Check 9. Green, come with me.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Catch made right side by Wilson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Ricky.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Out to the right here to Wilson. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And now look at him go. 20. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On 2nd and a couple, Winston. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. 56 to Mike, boy. 50. Easy. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
This is Cohen. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Second and 8.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the gun, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Come on, look at me. Mike, check, 59. Double dog, that's the way.
Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now Jones. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Second and goal from the 1. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
It's now third down.
Hey, black 22. Check black 21. Watch the pass. Hey, check black 21. Black 21. Check black 21. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Off the play fake. Winston. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out.
It's caught inside the 25 and all the way down to the 12. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 47 yards.
1st down, Packers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
That's the score. Packers 10, Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jameis now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
At the 32-yard line.
First down, Winston. And to the left side here, Wilson.
Winston's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Complete in the end zone.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Again, it's Winston. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jameis again. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Love from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Love. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Packers 17. Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, check, Mike 21, check, Mike. Let's see what you got. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike, here we go.
To throw is Winston. Gonna let one fly for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. On 1st down, Cohen. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grant Delpit in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
The Bears field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Love. It's caught. Jones. And able to to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Packer.
Back now at Soldier Field.
That's the end of
It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Bears.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
4-yard line.
On second down, Winston again. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Chicago Bears.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Tighten up. We ain't trouble team.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 17 yards out, and the Bears draw a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Following the interception, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
By the wide receiver.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
First down, Packers.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Second down, Love. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Khalil, now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Love looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it'll be 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Check, 59. I'm coming, baby. Mike's 59.
Winston to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Winston. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Fromm. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
On the deep ball. Grant Delpit on the coverage.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Man, that's trash.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
For Allen Robinson, incomplete. It's now 4th.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And
I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
1 yard.
They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
17.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Rip right, rip right. Wait.
From the gun, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check 50, easy. Mike to 59, Mike to 59. Let's go. Let's keep bringing it. Check, stay in there. 59. Watch them run. They're running it. Mike 50. Mike 59. Target.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, what was the term that you just used a minute ago?
Well, especially in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So it's time for us to get our microscopes out, right? I mean, take a look at what's going on out there. That was very close to being a crucial play.
Yeah, got to look that ball in, didn't, and it hit the ground. And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a 1st down. Here's Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. Got a man open. It's Ross.
Winston's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
A 39-yard attempt.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is pretty straightforward. They need it to match overtime field goals. And his kick is indeed good. So he gets it to go, and we will continue playing here in overtime. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. Let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throw on 3rd down. Love. Ebron's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
that goes for a gain of 31.
Green Bay.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.